My best advice would probably be ask other mums you know who've already breastfed. So ask them what they found difficult, what helped them, any advice they can give you, their kind of 3 tips. Because those are the women they've been through it, they've struggled, or they've had a brilliant time, they've done it all, and they're the ones that really can give you the information that you need.
Find out the information sort of from your local midwife, from your local GP surgery. There might be some breastfeeding groups in your area. I think that'd be quite useful, because when you start to breastfeed you might find that you want some tips or some advice, and you know where to go. Also, there's different courses that you can attend. For instance, the NCT, they run some courses as part of their Parentcraft class, and also the local authority, the actual maternity department or maternity hospital, they may run some breastfeeding classes that are free of charge that you could possibly go along to, and find out information about positioning your baby, breastfeeding in the early days, the first few days of breastfeeding.
So I found breastfeeding really hard. The things I don't tell you about is how long it takes for your milk to come in, and when it does, it's quite painful. So it's something that, although it's very natural, to some people it doesn't come as naturally, and I think I'd be one of those people. The best advice I'd give is to stick at it. If you really want to do it, the first few weeks are the hardest, and give yourself a chance to relax, try not to feel pressure from other people, and ultimately you're doing what's best for you and for your baby.
I had bottles of water all over the house and snacks, because you can get really hungry, and it's really frustrating if you're sat down to feed the baby and then think, actually I'm really thirsty or I need a snack, and you can get very thirsty when you're feeding. So if I knew that there was snacks and water right to hand, that made it a much easier experience.
For me, initially it was very easy. Literally after the baby was born and cleaned up, he was put on me and he wiggled up and started feeding, so I was very, very lucky. My main tip, I think I would say, was relax and don't be too stressed about it. And also, after 6 weeks of breastfeeding, I introduced the baby to a bottle so that other people could help feed, and it meant that mummy could have a bit of relaxing time for herself, or even go out for an evening and know that he could continue to have his breast milk.
When you first try breastfeeding, you're really not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing, and you feel really a bit nervous and uncomfortable, but really best advice is to just relax and, don't worry so much about it, but it will come, naturally. It might not be that easy at first, but it will come, so, just try and stick with it.